Welcome back to the All Seasons channel. Cameron and I today are doing upgrades on this gentleman's fantastic fans. This is the one we did the new refrigerator in the other day, and while we were here doing the refrigerator, he's like, "Hey man, can you do something with them fantastic fans?" His fans would, the lid would go up and down, but the fan would not run. While I was here the other day, I used a drill battery to test the fan, and the fans run okay. So I knew it had to be the control board up in the fan. And yes, even fans nowadays have control boards. So I knew we needed to replace the board, and I contacted Fantastic Vent Company, and they suggested that we just do the upgrade. Alright, the upgrade for your Fantastic Vent, everything comes in one box. What you get is you get a wireless remote to replace the old remotes that are fastened to the wall. You get new garnish for the inside, you get the new screen, you get a new lift motor, and you get a new lift mechanism. These actually come with the rain sensor, which his old vents did not have the rain sensor. The rain sensors, it doesn't really matter on this one because he actually has max air covers on these two vents. But if you did not have the max air covers, the rain sensor, if you've got the vents up and say you're not home or whatever, it starts raining, it'll automatically cut the fan off and lower the lid so you don't get your camper wet. These actually fit quite a few fantastic fans. These particular ones are part number 807358. That's the off-white. The polar white would be a 807359. So we've actually already done the one vent, and now that we know exactly how it works, this second one will go much faster and smoother. That's why I decided to do video it. So we're going to go in here in a very dark area. I hope the video will turn out, and do this second vent. We're going. Alrighty. First thing you need to do is get the old stuff taken out of here. Pull your garnish down. Boy, this one here's already broken. Very fragile. That whole corner is going to fall off. Maybe it'll stay on the ceiling. It will. That'll be awesome. Very fragile. Don't ever want to drop that garnish. It'll probably fall into 100 pieces. Alright, so get your garnish down. And I always just like to use a manual screwdriver because this is plastic, and just more better if you ask me. So these 5 screws in here release the screen, the lift motor. There's your lift motor, and your control board is attached to this piece of garnish that holds the screen. Just like such. get the door switch unplugged. It's on this one here. It's a yellow wire. Just pull it down. It's a round connector, and the door switch is actually spring loaded. The door switch when you the door switch when the lid goes up, that automatically makes the contact on the ground side of the fan motor and starts the fan motor. When the lid comes down, it automatically does away with that power source. That's the fan off. Now our power and ground coming into the fan, we're just going to cut them off because we have to connect the power leads to the new control board and all that. Unplug our old lift motor. And these wires here, the pink, brown, and blue on this application, those are old wall thermostat wires. I'm just going to pull them off the board. I'm going to leave them up here. Just tape them off, leave them here. There's your board. And because you never know, sometimes it's nice to have a wire run in the wall. Like I say, we're not reusing the motor wires, the lift motor wires. We're not reusing the thermostat wires. It's everything. Since we have a wireless remote on this upgrade kit, everything comes out of the board except for our main power wires. So, I'm just going to take these off and leave them up here because those wires come from a thermostat on the wall to the ceiling. And like I say, you just never know when it would be handy to have some spare wires run through there. Just tape them off so they don't ever touch anything, cause a problem. This unit here actually has metal trusses. So I'm just going to stuff all this back inside the metal truss and just leave it right here. Alright, now we'll go ahead and get a couple butt connectors on our power and ground coming in. Get ready to install the upgrade kit. Tug on them, make sure they're nice and tight. They are. Alrighty. Pull all our new stuff out of the box. Box with the wireless remote. Kind of.
That corner fell off the ceiling.
Yeah, awesome. One's still stuck up there. We'll just lay this to the side for right now. This is our new lift mechanism. Did I mention we get a new lift mechanism? The new lift mechanism with screws. new lift motor. Instructions. Throw those away first. Oh look, screws. They weren't in that other one.
That's for the rain sensor.
Yeah, there's a rain sensor screw, and there's also three spare screws. Yeah, customer actually lost one of the white tapered screws for that one out there, and we didn't have spare screws included in that one, but we do in this one. So cool. As long as we don't lose any screws, we'll have a couple spare screws. We can put one in that other fan. And I was kidding about throwing the instructions away. It's a man thing. White and your black are your powers. The little short ones, black and white and red are our lift motor, and this is for the fan motor. Okie dokie. Oh, should have a ground wire. Oh, yeah, there's the ground wire for the lift switch, or the probably call it. Yeah, I don't know, the lid switch, I guess. I don't know what they want to call it, to be honest with you. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is change the lift mechanism. So, we need to raise that lid a little bit. Oh, about like that. That gets our lid up a little bit. So there's two screws in this lift mechanism. Once you get the screws out of the lift mechanism, take probably easier just take a screwdriver and just kind of hold that lid up a little bit and work that lift mechanism right out of that bracket. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, if you were doing this, it would be super obvious. Got new screws for that. Just hold your lid up a little bit and put your new lift mechanism in up there. Get the little nylon wheel in the bracket like that. Then put your new screws in. Again, I'm gonna hold that lid up a little bit. Alright, so get our lift mechanism screwed back up in there. Screws snugged up. Then we can go ahead and start wiring our new garnish, new board and all that. First thing we'll do is pull the fuse out per the instructions. Didn't do that a while ago. Had to go find the fuse. Just going to do the lift switch, the lid switch first, which is actually that ends up being the ground wire for the motor. It'll snap in. Then the fan positive wire. Alrighty. Alright. As long as you're gentle, that'll hang there like that, no problem. This one here, say the new one's going to have a rain sensor. The old one didn't. So the instructions tell you to take a screwdriver and knock a little knockout here, a T-shaped knockout. For the rain sensor. Alright, we got the little T-shaped knockout out for the rain sensor. Alright, now we're going to hook up our main power wires. Put them in them butt connectors we installed a while ago. Crimp them, tug, good to go. Now in this situation too, it is actually black to black, white to white, but you really, if there's any question when you do this, if you're using multimeter, you know, if you get when you hook your multimeter up to 12 volt wires, if you get a negative value, then you know that you're backwards. Your red lead on your multimeter is on the ground, the black one is on the hot. So you reverse them, and then you should get a positive voltage reading. And did you see there's a staple sticking out here, and when I was crimping this hot one, I got a little spark. Probably just popped that 15 amp fuse in the converter. So we'll probably have to change that fuse there in a few minutes. Alright, so we got that. Now need to stick our little rain sensor up through the T-shaped hole. Actually, that lid is not high enough. I need to run that lid up a little bit more. Pull our new lift motor out of my pocket. Raise that lid up some. And then we'll stick our rain sensor through the T-shaped hole. Like so. Then keep these wires out of the way. We're going to run them around this side of this piece of garnish. Well, we're going to try anyway. Make sure our lift motor wires are hanging out. They are. Make sure you don't get anything trapped here where it shouldn't be. Like I say, if you're doing this yourself, this stuff's super obvious. If you're the one with your head up in here, it's like super obvious. All right, I think it's up there where it needs to be. Pull the new lift motor out of my pocket. Black to black, red to red. Oop, that wasn't connected very well, was it? Oh, missed it. Whenever you're dealing with these covered connectors, you kind of got to make sure that those, especially the male part of the plug, you got to make sure you get it in the female part. Stuff them wires up there out of the way. Put the lift mechanism in there. Make sure you don't get any wires trapped under it. And get it stuck up on the stem of the lift mechanism. Pretty much done down here. Need to make sure these wires are kind of out of the way here. This wire here, that's for that that ground switch on that the one that makes contact when the lid goes up. You definitely need to make sure this one is stuffed up in here, because the garnish goes in this slot right here. You don't want this wire getting stuck under your garnish, because it may keep that switch from working properly. That is a very tight fit. Can you see my old hole? Garnish on these fantastic fans is a pretty snug fit. So you just got to take the time and work that thing around. You can't manhandle it or you'll break it. So these old garnishes get fragile now. Corners all broke off of. All right, that's everything inside except hanging the wireless remote cradle on the wall. So now we need to go up top and fasten our rain sensor down. We will go do that right now. Oh, and I know it's super windy here. The audio is probably going to be horrible, but got to remove a max air cover up here and attach that rain sensor. So. Here's our rain sensor. Actually, got a little button on one side. you stick a screw in the other end. Make sure the little grid's up. That's what makes it work. If it gets a drop of water on it, it will create enough resistance there to know that it's raining, and we'll lower the lid and shut the fan off. Okay, we're finished up top. Gonna put the fuse back in the vent down here. That's a good sign. Okay, got to get the remote, wireless remote out, get the batteries in it. Which batteries are included. Get your little wireless remote and the little cradle, screw it to the wall. That way you can keep up with it. You can just leave it on the wall and work it, or you can carry it around and work it. Whatever you want to do. Completely blind there, we're getting off that roof. Man, the sun's shining hard today. That roof is bright. Can't see nothing. Okay. Yes. Alrighty. We're going to turn it on. Should raise the lid. Fan comes on automatically. Perfect. Alright, we can change our fan speed. Yeah. We can change the direction too. I don't know. I'm gonna try and do it while it's running on low speed. Should just stop and start going the other direction, I would imagine. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Works just like it ought to. I would expect they probably like for you to change directions while it's cut off. Let's see here. That's actually blowing in. We want to probably sucking out is most common. Let's see if that changes directions. Yeah. Cool. Okay. It'll change directions while it's actually cut off. So that's probably what they want you to do. Okay, well there you have it. There's installing your what do we call it?
What's this?
Upgrade kit for your Fantastic fans. Like I say, it fit a lot of different models. So Fantastic fans, kind of good about it. A lot of their stuff is universal. So that upgrade kit will fit a lot of different fans, their fans. So it's a pretty cool upgrade. Like I say, get the wireless remote. It's pretty easy to do, and I think that's it. As always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, give me a thumbs up, and share with your friends. Share my channel with your friends. And that's it. Me and Cameron's going to go up the road and fix another one. So y'all have a good day.